your food, forget about it. Okay. No, yeah, these are like in my home, please. Come on. I mean, do you not like this enough to give it away? What? Exactly. Because I've been at an auction right here. But I won $1, $2, $1, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, $2, give me a 3. No? Okay. Okay.
Depends on how high it gets.
Just want to know how far we can go with that. All right. Okay. So we take our filling, and then we spread it. Matthew's giving me an offset spatula or
An offset spatula. I think we have one of those.
Okay. Awesome.
We used to anyway.
They think they auctioned it off.
Awesome, it's perfect. Thank you. All right. So we just spread that. We're going to leave about a 2-inch border, a 1.5 inch to 2-inch border around. There's something funny over there. I love to laugh. Okay, so that. Now, you're going to let your mushrooms cool first, but because you're here, I'm here, and we're trying to get through this in a good amount of time, you know, then I'm going to put it on now. But you will let your mushrooms cool.
Or your cheese will
Your cheese will melt, your crust will melt, all of those layers that we worked for, you know, to get that flaky tinder, it's not going to happen, okay? All right, so here we go. All of our mushrooms. And if you have leftovers, it can be perfect for bruschetta. Isn't that awesome? All right. Oops. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is just go around and make these little pleats just like this. Just like that. Easy as pie.
It looks just like the picture you sent us.
Imagine that, you guys.
Well, not all of them do.
Isn't that awesome? Okay, so there you go. So that's that. So then you can egg wash this. It goes into an oven at 450. It bakes for about 20 minutes until your crust is brown. And then when it comes out, you're going to put the lemon zest on. Now, let's talk about time. So when you see a recipe and it is giving you a time, it is a suggested time. It does not mean that Carla said, put that in there for 20 minutes. Because it is a piece of coal at 10 minutes. You do not wait another 10 minutes because I said so. And you do not send me a tweet, an email, or anything on Facebook to tell me that your tart did not work because you left it in there and my time was wrong and this recipe does not work. So you cook with love. And no, seriously, the thing about cooking is you have to cook with all of your senses. You cook with your sense of smell. You cook with your sense of touch. You cook with your ears and everything. A really prime example is when you're making a salad dressing in your in a blender. All right, you have your onions in. You have your aromatics like your garlic and your Dijon mustard and your vinegar. It's in your blender. And so everything is being blended up. And then you're at the point where you're pouring in the oil. So it's like, and then you're pouring in the oil, and then you're making an emulsion, by the way. Not a dressing with rivulets like Mario likes. Okay, so, right, seriously, right? So that is the sound that it makes when it has taken enough oil. That sound is about 3 to 1. And so then you're going to have this really nice emulsion. And back in the day, I taught a cooking class to some blind people, and I taught it specifically because I wanted them to teach me. I wanted to teach them cooking, but I also wanted to understand how they cooked without their eyes. And so often we rely so much on our eyes that we forget all of our other senses. And I think you should try this. So when you are getting ready to do a steak or a piece of fish or a piece of chicken in the pan, just put your hand down, and if you can hold it over your pan for about, 5 seconds or so, then it's probably ready to put that meat in there. And so then it's not going to stick. And then you don't have to take your pan back to the store because they said it was non-stick and it doesn't work. And you're taking it back to them with the meat in there. It's like, look, does that work? So, it's just all about cooking with your senses. All right, so our tart is in, and then it comes out. And then once it's come out, it jumps into this really nice pan. And speaking of which, seriously, isn't it gorgeous? You can clap. Did I interrupt your clapping?